This is an ABC color presentation.
A foreign spy arrives by the name of U-31. On his first day in, he's done in by a hit and run.
Gotta find a man with the same face as 31, but who? Henry Phyfe.
He swears him in and gives all the info to Henry Phyfe. He must never talk to a soul about his secret life.
You are now the spy. You must now lead a double life.
Who, me?
Henry Phyfe.
If he could only keep his disguise a big mystery, this could be the greatest deception in history.
With a little luck, he might even fool the enemy.
Who, me?
Henry Phyfe.
The Double Life of Henry Phyfe, brought to you by Clairol, creators of the exciting natural look in beauty, and tonight by Summer Blonde, the new gentle hair lightener that lightens like the sun does.
But, sir, to teach a civilian judo, karate, and Japanese in 2 days is impossible. Oh, you're very kind. He's very kind. He's given me 3 days. 3 whole days to train Henry Phyfe, get him to Tokyo as U-31, the enemy agent, by the 16th.
Does Henry Phyfe really resemble U-31 that much?
Unfortunately, he looks exactly. Now, this is U-31, our dead enemy agent. And this is Henry Wadsworth Phyfe, a loyal, patriotic American that we're going to slip into U-31's place. Now, you tell me, could 2 people look more alike?
I guess not. Now, all you have to do is get him to Tokyo on the 16th.
16th? It's a date.
Now remember, Henry, when you tell my mother about her birthday party, I want her to think it was all your idea.
It won't matter. She doesn't like me.
Oh, Henry, if we're going to get married, we've got to start thinking positively.
I'm positive your mother doesn't like me. She wouldn't like me if I was a tax refund.
Judy! Come finish your breakfast.
What's she so angry about?
She thinks I forgot her birthday. Besides, she's always a bit edgy in the morning.
What's her excuse at night?
Judy, your poached eggs have soaked through your toast.
You're right there, Mother. I'm just saying goodbye to Henry.
Goodbye, Henry. You'd think people would have some consideration for other people's hot breakfast.
Sure you want me to talk to her while she's in this mood?
When you tell her about her birthday party, she'll break out in a great big smile.
Judy, will you put that in writing?
I know just what you're thinking.
Oh, no, Mrs. Kimble, I wasn't going to... I'm going to give you a birthday party.
What did you say, Henry?
Mrs. Kimble, I'd like to throw you a birthday party on the 16th.
Birthday? Is the 16th mine? Oh, I'd completely forgotten.
It was all Henry's idea, Mother.
Oh, how sweet.
If there's anybody you'd like to invite, you can make a list, Mrs. Kimble, and
Here. If they're not home, keep calling back. They're dear friends, and besides, every one of them is good for a present.
You're a doll, Henry.
It's all so simple. Our enemies think that they're going to hand a certain microfilm to you 31. Instead, they will hand it to you, you will hand it to me, and then you'll never see me again.
Mr. Hanahan, you always say I'll never see you again, but somehow I'm always the only name on your dance card. No, you're not going to brainwash me again.
Brainwash? Henry. When George Washington led his men across the Delaware, when Daniel Boone blazed that famous trail of his.
What are my instructions, sir?
First, you learn a little karate.
Karate? Hey, you do that good.
U-31 was a black belt karate expert. His teacher was the great Karabichi, and when you meet Karabichi, he may want his star pupil to give a demonstration. So you try it.
Me?
Go on, try it.
Did I break it?
No, Henry.
I mean my hand.
It's only in knowing how. In a few hours, you'll be breaking boards like matchsticks.
Well, couldn't I start with matchsticks and then work my way up?
No.
Well, why do I have to learn karate?
To impress Karabichi. Hit the board, Henry.
Who's Karabichi?
Going to give you the microfilm. He thinks you're U-31. Hit the board, Henry.
Yeah, but...
Hit the board, Henry.
Oh, that hurts.
That's why you have to come to the gymnasium tonight. You need practice.
I think I dislocated something.
Oh? No. It's only a bruise. Of course, Henry, we don't expect you to be as good at karate as U-31.
That's very thoughtful of you.
After a few lessons from us, Karabichi will have no reason to believe that we have slipped in U-31's look-alike. Oh, the situation is well in hand, Henry. Hit the board. Hit the board, Henry.
Oh!
Henry, do you speak Japanese?
Not a word, sir.
Good, then we can start clean. Say, doyatashimashite.
What?
Doyatashimashite. Doyatashimashite. In Japanese, that means don't mention it. You'll have to learn that, because that will be the cue that all is well, so he can give you the microfilm. Say it. All right, that's a start. Now, here's a gabiki.
What?
A gabiki. It's a Japanese dictionary.
What do I need this for?
U-31 spoke a little Japanese. I marked a few phrases for you to memorize.
A few phrases? You marked the whole book.
Well, they're long phrases, but you've got plenty of time to learn them. You see, you don't meet Karabichi-san until Juroku.
Juroku?
Look it up. See you at the gym tonight.
Juroku. 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 16th. The 16th?
What do you mean it's all off?
I'm giving a birthday party for Judy's mother on Juroku.
What are you talking about?
The 16th, Juroku.
That's very good, Henry. Now say Doyatashmashi.
Please, Mr. Hanahan, I even called Mrs. Kimble's friends.
That's very good, Henry. Ah, here we are. Okay, boys, let's get to work. Here's your pupil.
Oh, Mr. Hanahan, I don't want to fight these fellas.
Well, you're not going to fight them, Henry. They're your teachers.
May I leave the room?
Marvelous sense of humor, Henry.
I'll get clobbered.
No, you won't. These boys are pros. They're under strict orders not to hurt you.
But Mrs. Kimble isn't.
But look, they're all fifth dans. Go dance.
Go dance.
Let's look at it this way, Henry. After a few lessons from a go dan, Mrs. Kimble won't be able to lay a glove on you. All right, boys. Instant judo. Let's bring him up to date on Yukimi, Osotogari, Ogoshi, and Tsurikomi Goshi.
What about that rice, sir?
No, I don't want to overdo it on the first lesson.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Hanahan. You're all heart.
That's called tachiwaza.
I learned that the hard way. Mr. Hanahan, Mrs. Kimble's party.
You're not paying attention, Henry. U-31 wouldn't have been caught by 2 tachiwazas in a row.
We all get in a rut.
Not U-31.
Please don't pick me up if you're going to knock me right down again.
Henry, we're trying to save your life. You wouldn't want Karabichi-san to think that you're not the real U-31, now would you?
He's not going to suspect anything because...
What? You trying to tell me something? Oh.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Very tashmashte.
You've got it.
You think these fellas know how to tachiwaza? If I cancel Mrs. Kimble's birthday party, she'll give me a tachiwaza I'll never forget.
Henry. That's shimewaza.
That's nice to know, but it's no use. I can't use it. I can't cancel Mrs. Kimble's birthday party, and that's definite.
Henry.
And final.
You don't have to cancel the party. She'll have her party on her birthday.
Her birthday is on Juro-ku.
There we go. Her birthday was on Juro-ku, but it could be on Jugo, the 15th.
But it isn't.
Henry, if it were, you could go to the party and still do your little errand for Uncle Sam on the 16th, right?
All right, I guess so. If you say so.
What are you doing?
The tachiwaza.
A truly great American. It's all yours. Gently, gentlemen. Rosebush to Alligator Control. Operation Birth Certificate. You use the overload computer. Mrs. Florence Kimble, Henry Phyfe's mother-in-law-to-be and landlady. I want a sterling silver frame around a genuine birth certificate that proves she was born on the 15th. Get the best forgery man you know. Well, then parole him. Here it is, Henry. Mrs. Kimble's birth certificate. Genuine. With a sterling silver frame. Oh, she'll appreciate the trouble you went through to get it.
She'll never know. Thank you.
You're welcome, Henry.
Toya tashmashte.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Henry.
Did you phone my friends?
Yes, they all accepted.
You see, if you live a decent life, your friends love you. Now, what did Big Mouth Gladys Fletcher have to say?
Which one was...
She has a voice like a bullfrog. Hello, who's that?
Was that Gladys? I thought it was her husband. She was very pleased about the party.
Are you telling me the truth? You have the look of a man with one hand in the cash register.
Mother, maybe Gladys is starting to mellow. Have some fruit, Henry.
Well, no, thank you. I really came here to discuss the party. You know, I think the big thrill about having a birthday party is to have it on the exact date. You know, and that's what I call a party, and not just a party. You know what I mean?
No.
Henry means that some people have parties on days that are more convenient, but the party loses significance.
Why didn't you say so?
Well, that's why you arranged Mother's party on her exact birthday, isn't it, Henry?
Of course.
Oh, that big mouth Gladys. It just kills her that she was born a day ahead of me on the 15th.
Well, what's the difference?
It bothers Gladys that she's older than Mother.
Does?
And that's something no one is going to take away from me.
Mr. Hanahan? I don't know where you are, but I know I'm always being tailed. And it wouldn't surprise me if you had my room bugged, or you had somebody
Who reads lips. So, Mr. Hanahan, wherever you are, now hear this. Take your judo and your doyesh tashmashta and...
Excuse me, fellas.
advantage, Henry, even for lip reading.
Should have heard what I said in my room.
Where blowing off a little steam's good for you. Helps clear your emotions for our mission.
Well, as far as I'm What's this?
Skiaki. Gotta get used to the taste. You see, as U-31, you will be receiving the microfilm from Karabichi in a Japanese restaurant. So eat it like you enjoy it.
Don't you espionage fellas do anything simple like meeting in a nice little office? Where is this restaurant?
It's on the east side of town. Yeah, but don't worry about a thing. We'll see to it that you get there.
Do you realize that the 15th makes Mrs. Kimble one day older? Do you know what it means to a woman like that?
Well, it was a psychological goof on my part, Henry, and I'm sorry.
I don't like sukiyaki.
Skiaki, Henry. The U is silent. Not sukiyaki, skiaki.
Sayonara. That's not silent.
Marvelous sense of humor. You know, that was brilliant of you not to give her that certificate. Shows heads-upmanship.
It showed head savesmanship.
Yeah. New birth certificate for Mrs. Kimble. She was born on the 17th.
Yes, sir.
Now, don't tell me that Mrs. Kimble won't be happy to find out that she's one day younger than she thought.
You're making a lot of trouble for me, Mr. Hanahan.
Not at all. You can do us this little favor on the 16th. You can have Mrs. Kimble's party on the 17th. Now say, doi tashmashite. Could mean your life.
My life? You mean my life's in danger?
No, not your life, Henry. U-31's.
My birth certificate in a sterling silver frame.
Oh, Henry, Mother's been trying for years to track down her birth certificate. How did you do it?
Well, you know the right people.
But look, Mother, this says you were born on the 17th.
Say, that's right, Mrs. Kimble. I mean, not that it matters in your case, but now you're even younger. 2 days younger than Big Mouth. I mean Gladys.
Oh, who cares about that?
Well, we'll have to change the party now to the 17th.
Oh, no need to go to all that trouble, Henry. You've called all of Mother's friends.
Well, it's no trouble at all. I mean, what's calling? I like the telephone. It comes in handy, especially for calling people.
No, we'll have it on the 16th.
Yeah, but isn't that the fun of having the party on a certain...
Hello.
This is Chicky Bringle of station WLFT. Is this Mrs. Florence Kimble of 444 Madison Street?
Oh, yes, it is. It's someone from the radio.
Mrs. Kimble, is your doorbell ringing?
No.
Yes, it is.
You like those prizes, Mrs. Kimble?
Do I?
All of those prizes are yours, plus a catered birthday party for yourself and 20 guests. If you can prove that you're the Florence Kimble born in Youngstown, Ohio on the 17th of this month...
That's me. And I've got the certificate to prove it.
Oh, Henry, how lucky that you managed to find Mother's birth certificate.
Well, sweetheart, some fellas have it, and some haven't. And then again, some fellas get it when they least expect it.
That's Karabichi-san.
Why are we pulling into the airport?
Well, that place I told you about, the Japanese restaurant. One of our Japanese agents will meet you and take you there.
But you said it was on the east side of town.
It is, in Tokyo.
Yeah, arigato.
I do not like this private room meeting. Mr. Hanahan said it would be in the big restaurant.
Mr. Hanahan is full of surprises.
I'll be close by.
Closer the better.
Take your shoes off inside. Be careful.
Ah, my friend.
Ah, my friend.
Come in.
Michi-san, you said that we were going to meet in a big restaurant.
Oh, we are. But I thought we would enjoy the company of these lovely geisha girls more in private. Besides, in public, you are always being challenged to judo and karate matches.
Well, I don't mind banging a few heads together. I know how much you enjoy it.
Oh, I've grown bored of it.
Me too.
My interest now is samurai.
Oh, much better game.
You really have mastered our language.
It's a gift. Now, if you slip me the microfilm, I'll be on my way.
Oh, of course. But first...
No applause, please.
This is Hako, the second greatest samurai swordsman in the world.
Oh, it's wonderful. Who's the first?
Such modesty. You are, of course. For you.
For you.
I promised Hako he would meet the master.
Couldn't we just wrestle a little bit? Or break a few boards?
Hanahan? Watanabe.
Everything all right, Mr. Watanabe?
There's been a switch here. Fyfe's in a private room with Michi. What'll I do?
Pray.
Promised Hako, engage in a little combat, but to be gentle with him. If he loses too much face, he may commit harikiri.
Well, we wouldn't want that to happen. It's so messy, man.
Do not worry. Hako will give a very fine account of himself.
I'm sure he will.
Let us begin. If there should be a mishap, we have bandages in the next room.
You better bring him in this room. Gesundheit.
Adieu.
Think of your wife and kids.
I am bachelor.
Figures.
Ready.
Ready?
Eat.
Iggy.
Hajime!
Husband!
Stop!
Beautiful evasion.
Foul. Good show.
Magnificent! One turn and a victory. Congratulations, my friend. You will find everything you are after in that little box.
Oh, thank you.
No. For a greater thrill, I thank you.
Mashitash doidam.
No. Do itashi mashita.
Do itashi mashita.
Henry!
I'm sorry I'm late, Mrs. Kimble.
What's your excuse this time, Henry?
I was sort of out of town.
Always evasive, Henry. If it hadn't been for Mr. Bringle at the radio station, I wouldn't even have had a party.
Now, Mother, Henry would have given you the party if Mr. Bringle didn't. Besides, he had to go someplace.
A likely story. Where did you go?
Japan.
See? He can't even get a straight answer out of him.
The Double Life of Henry Phyfe. Brought to you by Bristol Myers, makers of Bufferin, an analgesic that is faster, more effective than aspirin without adding a lot of other drugs to your bloodstream.